What's up, guys? This is Chris here, and today we're going to be talking about 5 guns that I think punch way above their weight class. 5 different guns that I think are better than they should be. They come out at a decent price, but they far exceed that in their ability to perform. There's going to be a variety of guns on this with a variety of different calibers, so there's something for everybody, but all of these guns are going to have one thing in common, and is that they hit a lot harder than they probably should. Now, before we get into the video, I do want to mention my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys very much. It's because of you guys we have cool guns and ammo and cool shit on the channel, and if you want to support the channel, that is the best way to do it. You just go in the link in the description below and sign up. Also in that description is a link to a local shelter in Ames, Iowa. It's the YSS. Those kids could use your help, so please go down there and donate to those kids. Their link is in the description of this video and every video. In at number 5, we have a gun that I shot last month that I was really impressed with, especially for the money, and that is going to be the Strybog SPA3. Oh, I needed this. Now, the Strybog and me have a pretty good relationship. Unlike some other gun reviewers that I've seen, I've actually had really good experience with the Strybog. The Strybog is a unique PCC, and it comes in a lot of different variants and a lot of different calibers. The SPA3 is the 9mm with the roller delayed system, giving it less recoil than its blowback operated predecessors. That has really light recoil. I did actually not expect that. Now, I personally really like the blowback version because it was very reliable and I got it for under $500. So the SPA3 was calling my name, even though I saw some mixed reviews about it when it came out initially. The version I got, however, was 100% reliable, and it shot incredibly fast, incredibly accurate, and for the money, a sub $1,000 PCC, I, in shooting, found virtually no difference between it and its much more expensive roller delayed counterparts like the MP5, for example. Now, the MP5 definitely has a much better track record. It's definitely more reliable, and if I had to pick between the two for self-defense and I had options for both, I would definitely go with the MP5. That being said, with my personal Strybog SPA3, I was a huge fan, and I would definitely consider that a go-to gun for me personally. 5-inch barrel, roller delayed system, comes with solid magazines, extremely shootable, very, very low recoil, and obviously that 9mm cartridge is not only affordable, but easy to shoot and easy to suppress. I think the SPA3 can go back and forth pretty easily between a cool range gun that you shoot for fun. I mean, you barely even have to hold on to this. Who said action movies are fake? You can shoot from the hip. See? Looks pretty cool on Instagram, and also a decent self-defense gun, especially for an entry level. In at number 4, we have another new gun, one of the better 2011s that I've shot in a while for the money, and that is going to be the Mac 9 DS Comp. Now, this gun was a gun that I just got at the gun store over at Battle Hawk, and I brought it right out here and shot it and didn't know a lot about it. Sort of a a Turkish staccato. The gun itself is a 5-inch 2011 pistol with a single port comp, a polymer grip with some pretty good texture on it, and a flat-faced medium length trigger, which I was a pretty big fan of considering the gun comes for less than $1,000 out of the factory with an optics mount and a couple of magazines. Now, it has the exact same feature set of the Staccato XC, however, not quite the reliability, but since you're paying a little less than a quarter of what you would pay for Staccato XC, that's pretty good value, and I think that's certainly punching above its weight class. As long as you use the right ammunition, it ran flawlessly. It didn't like my lower powered ammunition, but as long as we stayed with standard Federal or Blazer, it ran perfectly, and that's all you can really ask for a gun that's sub $1,000 that is in fact a double stack 1911. Most double stack 1911s are extremely expensive because of the hand fitting required, and with this one, you get almost everything that you want out of it, but you don't have to pay near as much. Overall, I was really excited about the gun, and one of the things I didn't know until I read the comment section of the video is that they actually don't use any MIM parts in the gun. They use all standard forged parts, which is really good and honestly better than something even like the Springfield Prodigy. In at number 3, we have the Canik TTI Combat. Now, I put the Canik TTI Combat on a lot of lists, but it deserves it. That doesn't suck. It's literally one of the better guns I've ever seen for the money, and considering that it can hang with guns that are $2,000, $3,000, and $4,000, it certainly belongs on this list as well. The TTI Combat is a striker-fired polymer frame pistol with a 4.5-inch barrel and a single port compensator. It also comes with the Terran tactical goodness all over it, the cool coating, and a really phenomenal pre-cocked striker trigger with a serrated face. It also comes with really good texture on the grip, a magwell, magazines with base plates, and optics mounts, which is pretty impressive. The gun itself is the most bougie of all the Caniks. However, it can still be found for less than $900. I know I found it in the Midwest for less than that, which is crazy, and it shoots like a dream. You can shoot it really fast up close and at long distance with solid accuracy. And the gun was very reliable overall throughout the entire 1,000-round review. I think it's one of the better buys for the money, and if you're looking for an entry-level race gun, I think that's a really, really solid choice, especially if you're coming from the Glock M&P side of things, where you want to stick to the same striker-fired polymer frame. I think it's a really, really good option, especially if you want to show off. Now, the gun itself is pretty much the lowest price you can get into if you're getting into like a Terran tactical sort of John Wick vibe, and I think that's another application for it, just looking cool. In at number 2, we have the PSA Rock 5.7. Now, the PSA Rock 5.7 is a $300 gun that punches way, way above its weight class. It's like a welterweight fighting for the heavyweight title. Not too bad. The gun itself is accurate at 100 yards. It is extremely low recoil. It has a capacity of 20 plus rounds, comes with several magazines, has good solid steel sights, a very ergonomic grip, and overall an excellent trigger. That is a lot to ask for a $300 gun, and certainly one of the better shooting guns under $500 that we've ever had on the channel. Probably the only downside to the PSA Rock 5.7 is that they can be occasionally unreliable with certain ammunition types, and the 5.7 is not actually as affordable as its 9mm counterparts. Although the gun itself is affordable, the ammunition is going to be a little bit more expensive than your average 9mm for your Glock or your M&P. That being said, it is absolutely a fantastic gun. At least my personal sample, we've been shooting it now for a couple of years, and I absolutely love it. I can shoot it fast, I can shoot it accurate, and it's an easy gun to hand off to beginners because it has a light trigger that you don't have to work so hard to get accuracy for, and the low recoil and low blast doesn't scare off new shooters, which is super nice.
Oh my god, I love 5.7 so much.
So that's defensive ammunition too, I might add.
That's so light.
Overall, if you're looking for an entry-level full-size handgun or even a compact handgun, the Rock 5.7 is a really, really good choice. That being said, let's get right into it with number 1 here, and we're going to go with my Cajun Gunworks Shadow 2. One of my all-time favorite guns, and I still can't believe that gun's real. You can get a Cajun Gunworks Shadow 2 all done up and completely customized for less than the $1,800 mark, which seems like a lot until you shoot one. The Shadow 2 is a double single action steel framed pistol that has internal slide rails, and it is famous around the world for being one of the best competition guns for the money. It's won many titles, many competitions. It is based on the CZ75, which is one of the most proven designs in history. So add extreme reliability, extreme accuracy, and extreme speed, and then you send that guy over to Cajun Gunworks and you get a solid trigger kit put in it, and you get it ported, which I did mine. And the result is that it can hang with my $8,000 2011s all day, any day of the week, and it does that for less than $1,800. Probably one of the top 5 best shooting handguns that I've ever had on the channel, and I've fallen completely in love with it. I threw some lock grips on it. As I said, I got quad porting done to it, and Cajun Gunworks does CZ triggers like nobody else. It also stayed super reliable. I can shoot it out to 200 yards.
Hit. Hit. Hit.
All for under the price of a Springfield Prodigy, which is bafflingly impressive. Overall, one of my favorite guns, and I'm glad to put it at number 1. Let me know what you think about this list. If you have some top 5 ideas that you want to see on the channel, make sure to put them in the comment section below, and the one that gets the most likes, we'll try to do for you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please help out your local homeless shelters, and remember to recycle. I'll check you later. There's a fucking giant spider behind my wife that I'm gonna kill. I'll be right back.
Where?
Oh, he's running. It's right there.
Oh.
Oop.
Gotta watch out for them spiders.
Pussy ass wolf spiders.
I cannot be eaten by a spider.
I got you, dog.